So happy New Year 2024. We have this really amazing Kriya that I've been doing pretty much since I started doing Kundalini Yoga. I love it so much. It's a version of Kirtan Kriya. So if you're familiar with the regular Kirtan Kriya, we use these bij sounds, the sa, ta, na, ma. But instead of having our hands on our lap, we actually cross our arms, and it makes it even more of a brain adjustment. And so we're going to practice it for 40 days. And I would like to also invite you guys, if you want to bring anyone into this. This is a great Kriya for anyone who's starting out with meditation, because there's a lot of things happening. And a lot of times when people start meditating, they're like, oh my God, I can't I can't break my thought pattern. And so it's actually really good to have a few different things happening, because there's movement, there's chanting, there's a visualization. This is how the Buddhists do it. Actually, they have lots of different visualizations, and then you have no room to think about other things. So very, very powerful. And I'd like to tune in before I say anything else about it. So if you're new to Kundalini Yoga, welcome. You can message me privately if you have any questions after this. And I will make this recording available on YouTube, so you can share this with anyone. And if you can't join one of the mornings, don't worry about it. You can do it through the recording on YouTube, or you can practice it on your own. But I really do encourage you to try to make a commitment to meditate every single day for 40 days to kick this year off, and really start off with that intention of having your balance and your center and your awareness in check. Okay. Okay. So sit up nice and straight. Bring your palms together. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale deep. Exhale, side out. Another benefit of this Kriya is that it helps you let go of the past. So anything we're not going to bring with us, we don't have to. It's gone. It's over. Now we're going to tune in with this mantra, Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. We'll chant it 3 times. Inhale nice and deep. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale. Exhale. And now this is a mantra for protection. Visualize pillars of white light surrounding you and your space in every direction. Inhale. Adngudename, Jugadngudename, Satngudename, Siddhingudename. Adngudename, Jugadngudename, Satngudename, Siddhingudename. Adngudename, Jugadngudename, Satngudename, Siddhingudename. Inhale. Exhale. Now there's a lot to look forward to this year. I'll be back in Sedona, believe it or not. I will leave India at some point because the visa runs out. So I have to come home for a minute. And so when I get home, I'm going to run this program called Coming Home, which, yes, is sort of also funny because I'm coming home, but that's not the point. The point is that you're coming home to yourself. And that's what meditation is. You're constantly coming home to you. And so every day that you meditate, it's a decision to come home to that greater part of yourself, that part, that infinite part of yourself. That's not just this monkey mind that has a million things to do and all the little, tasks and stuff. And when you prioritize that and you find that you within you, or the me within me, then everything flows and everything's easy. Also, I am in India. If for some reason my connection drops, Tara Live Deep is the co-host and will take over. And you're in really good hands. Actually, you're in really good hands with all of the teachers who will be co-hosting throughout these 40 days. They are phenomenal. I have personally trained them myself. I've taken classes with every single one of them. It's an absolute treat and delight to meditate with them. Okay. And then we are coming to India. So there's a group, some very small select group of people coming. And we are going to do the steps at Goindwal and restart training for that on February 7th. So if that's in your heart and something that you want to do, I will be guiding another group this year. I don't have any plans at this moment to do it beyond this current year, that particular program, because there's a lot of other pilgrimage that we need to do and other places that we have to go. So we'll be moving on, at least for the foreseeable future. So if that's in your heart, let me know. Okay, so here's the big explanation for this Kriya. As the teachers teach it throughout the rest of the 40 days, it won't be as verbose, and we'll keep it nice and condensed so that you can get in, meditate, and get on with your day. But for now, and for this recording, let me get into the explanation of this. So for the Cross Heart Kirtan Kriya, we're going to sit up nice and straight, and we cross the forearms below the wrists. We hold them in front of the chest. The arms are out slightly and the palms are kind of facing up a little bit towards the chest. And then you look down towards the tip of the nose and the eyes are open just a little bit. Now, which direction do we cross the arms? We don't know. That's unspecified. In a particular publication that was published while Yogi Bhajan was alive, there is an image, a little stick figure guy crossing with the left arm. This is my left arm. This is my right arm. Left arm in front or under, and then the right arm over. Okay. So you can do it like that, but when it's unspecified, it's unspecified. Then we're going to play our fingers. So the thumb comes to the index finger first on sa, then on the middle finger ta, then the ring finger na, and then pinky finger ma, sa, ta, na, ma. This is the bij sounds of sat nam. When we say sata nam, we're saying sata nama. And Yogi Bhajan says when you chant the sound, this holy nam, the sat nam, in the primal hours, the prime hours right before dawn, the goddess of awareness can awaken in you. And then you walk this earth as a liberated being. These are his words about this mantra, especially if it's early morning your time. It's very, very sacred to be chanting it. Okay, so like I said, the eyes will be slightly open, gazes towards the tip of the nose. And so you're actually going to see the fingers moving in your vision a little bit. And that's part of what helps give the brain an adjustment. Now, just like we do anytime that we do any Kirtan Kriya or we chant this sa, ta, na, ma, we have to do a visualization, which is we visualize the sound. Oh, my hand's not showing up. You visualize the sound coming in through the crown of your head and then beaming out the third eye. So it makes this sort of L shape. So it comes in from infinity, sa, and then it beams out to infinity. Sa, ta, na, ma. And so you're visualizing this flow of energy happening. Moves through the crown chakra, out through the third eye point, projected to infinity. This energy flow follows the energy pathway called the golden cord. It's the connection between the pineal and the pituitary glands. So this isn't just some sort of like, oh, just something to do. Okay, you're going to get a whole activation and secretion that happens because of this. And now the meaning of the mantra Sata Nama. We know Sat Nam, we say truth is my identity, but it's so much more than that. It's a filter. It says, bring me what is real, bring me what is true, bring me what is relevant. And when you chant a lot of Sat Nam or Sata Nama, it starts to become this filter for your life where the things that are meant for you come in and the things that are not for you just stay out very naturally. So you're in the right place at the right time with the right people doing the right thing. Sa, when you break it down further, Sa is birth, beginning, and infinity. Ta is life. Na is death. Ma is rebirth or transformation. Here's another further visualization in case you need more to think about while you do this meditation. Each time you chant Sa, picture all the galaxies, planets, suns, moons, and stars. Each time you chant Ta, visualize tremendous radiance, brilliant, dazzling light of 1,000,000,000,000 suns. When you chant Na, see a winter landscape, because that's death, remember? See a winter landscape, the branches of the barren trees standing silent in the snow, all nature dormant. When you chant Ma, picture thousands of spring flowers in a burst of glorious technicolor, brilliant blooms joyfully blanketing the hillside as far as the eye can see. Okay. So, and as we chant, one last thing that I want to say is that we're chanting from the navel. Anytime that we're chanting mantra, we have to use the navel. If there's no navel, there's no nod. If I'm saying sa, ta, na, ma, nothing's happening. We're chanting from down here below the navel point. There's a big pile of nerve ganglia. You engage that space, and that's where all of the Kundalini happens. It's where all the juices. So if you're saying sa, ta, na, ma, you're going to have a much deeper experience. Okay. So we'll do this meditation for 11 minutes, and then we're going to do a silent meditation for 11 minutes because I think that everyone needs more silent meditation. But first, we're going to complicate it and have lots of visualization and movement, and then we're going to make it nice and simple, more like shamatha style, very stillness meditation. Okay. So here we go. Sit up nice and straight, cross the arms, and we're going to chant with the music.
Sata Nama, 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 Sata Sadanama, 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 Sadanama.
Inhale. Hold the breath, close your eyes, look up and in. Become completely still. Exhale, relax your hands down. You can place them in your lap, left palm under, right palm over, thumbs touching. Sit up nice and straight, loosely straight. And you can close your eyes or keep them open. Now let your mind take a break. Its only job is to focus on your breath or mantra. If you want to focus on your breath, count your inhale for 10 seconds, hold for 10 seconds, exhale 10 seconds. If you want to focus on mantra, then silently beam at the third eye. Sa, ta, na, ma. Or wa, he, gu, ru. Inhale deep. Apply Mula Bandha. Focus at your third eye point. Exhale. Inhale. Apply Mula Bandha. Focus third eye. Exhale. Last time, inhale deep. Exhale. And relax. Wow. How do you guys feel? So this, the Kirtan Kriya, Yogi Bhajan says it will vaporize your insecurity, which is helpful because we have a lot to do on this planet and a lot of people to help and a lot of things to create. And we really can't do that if we're insecure. It's something that we worked on a lot in the teacher training last year, is just getting over that. We don't have time for it. It's like, it's 2024 now. Can we just move on from any sort of like little hangups and things? So let's be really confident. Let's get out there and help people. And that's the whole point of doing this and doing this practice. And, you know, you're committing to these 40 days. It's not just for you. It's for your family. It's for your community. It's for all sentient beings. Because if you can have greater awareness, if you can move from a more centered place, we're literally going to change the world. This group of us, several dozen people practicing this around the world every single day, can actually change things, can actually create a huge positive wave of energy. And so please share this with people if it will help them. And you're free to teach this to people. That's the beautiful thing about Kundalini Yoga. If you want to teach Kundalini Yoga, I will have another group of teachers this summer in Sedona. I'm going to run another program, but you can go teach. Just go teach now. You know how to do this. You have the video. Go share it. And the silent meditation, I think, is really essential. I'm so happy that you guys are saying this. Charged up, centered, focused. Yes, it will be on YouTube. And no problem, Kendra. I'll post it from the beginning. And the silent meditation is really important. Everyone that I've been working with, I've been prescribing a lot more of that, because if you just get quiet, everything you need will take care of itself. A lot of times we're like, okay, let's do this because it will create more prosperity. It will create, you know, this manifestation, this thing, that thing, and the other. And, you know, you just want more clarity and you're confused about something. If you just sit down, the situation will work itself out. And 11 minutes is a great place to start. You know, there's lots of teachers who say, if you can just sit for an hour or two, most of your problems will sort themselves out. And this isn't a time for you to sit and go through those problems. You understand that, right? This isn't a time for you to like actively be pulling up your mental to-do list and like, okay, let me think through this problem and come back with the, you know, what conversation I need to have and this person I need to call and let me brainstorm this. That's not meditation. That's not what we're doing. We're being aware of our thoughts. We're being aware of what's happening. We're not tussling with them. We're not pulling them up. Make sense? So you can have plenty of thoughts, but we're not going to, it becomes recursive, right? It's like mathematics. It goes, and then all of a sudden you're like, how did I get over here? That's not what we're doing. Okay. So in 2024, more focus. Yogi Bhajan's really big on this single pointed focus. If you're not single pointed focused, you can't get anything done. You can't create anything. You can't be a good parent. You can't enjoy your life because you start one thing and then you start another, and anyone who has built anything on this planet has single pointed focus. Whether they're a meditator or not, they have a meditative mind, which is able to focus on what they want it to focus on. And so that's my prayer for you, is that you have single pointed focus on your dharma, on your destiny, on your direction, on what you're creating this year. And please, whatever intentions you have, expand them out to the biggest scale possible, meaning that you want to help the most beings and people possible. And the only way for you to do that is to do practices like this. So let this be the foundation for an amazing year. I am praying for all of you. I hope that we have our deepest, most profound meditations thus far in our lives, and that it just ripples out and benefits so many, and that we have a really, really powerful community that just grows and grows and grows this year, and we can keep practicing. Okay, so like I said, we have an amazing group of teachers trained by me and through the lineage of Kundalini Yoga as taught by Yogi Bhajan. And so you're in really good hands. Guru Ram Das is our main lineage holder. And being in the land of India, where the Sikh gurus were, it's one of the most powerful things I've ever experienced. And that's why I basically came to India a year ago and have only left to go handle things at home and come back. So if you want to come, please let me know, because we'll start February 7th preparing the Japji practice, which is you chant Japji 84 times while dunking in water. And several of you on this stream have done it. Congratulations. And it's a liberation practice, a purification practice, and it liberates you in 7 generations forward and 7 generations back, and countless others. So that's all. Also, I'd like to say happy birthday to Miss Stephanie Larson. It's her birthday today. She completed the steps last year. Hi, Stephanie. Satnam. It's so good to see you. I miss all of you, and I hope to get to see you this year in person, if not in India, in Sedona for the immersion in March, or for the teacher training, which will be early August. So stay tuned for dates for that. And that will also be virtual. Everything I do is also offered virtually, except for the yatra. Certain things can't be done virtually. They have to be done in person. And it's so precious that we have these human bodies, that we get to do certain things in person, physically in these locations on the planet. Because you can travel etherically, subtly to some of these sacred sites, but there is nothing like going to an actual sacred site in person. There's a reason why pilgrimage is a thing. There's a reason why we go to these sites. And it totally changes and shifts everything. So if you're ready for a major shift in your life this year, then that's, if you don't want to shift a lot, then don't come to India. Okay. So we'll end this practice with our version of a dedication, which is the longtime sun. And so we just send out any auspiciousness, any merit, any goodness from our practice and our intentions and our prayers for this year. So bring your palms together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Now 3 long satnams. Inhale. Nam. Sa. Nam. Satnam. One last thing I want to say about the Kirtan Kriya, it is actually one of the Kriyas that has been studied in Kundalini Yoga. So there's been like research done on it, and the Alzheimer's Association actually recommends it for their patients because they've shown that it actually slows the progression of any sort of neurodegenerative situations. And so can you imagine how that extrapolates out for people like who don't have those problems yet, or who won't have those problems because we do Kirtan Kriya. So keep that in mind. And if it will help someone that you know is having some sort of brain situation, the fingertips are directly connected to the brain. These mudras are literally moving the neurons and neurology of your brain. And then they're also connected to the elements as well, the Sata Nama. So it's balancing the elements, it's moving these things. So it's a whole wild situation, and it's really, really special when there's some sort of science to back it up. Okay. Yes. Happy birthday, Stephanie. Okay. Any questions at all? Feel free to message me on Instagram, or email me. And if you want to talk on the phone at all about any of your options for traveling to Sedona or to India, let me know. And if this will help anyone in your life, share it with them. Okay. Be well. Happy New Year. Here's to the best yet.